Today, we're with one of Bradford's Green Street pioneers, Mean Old Scene, and we're looking at how having a local tone of voice on social media is much more engaging when you're a local business. Mean Old Scene is a Bradford-based vintage shop that also sells affordable art from local artists, clothing, homeware and furniture. They love to use pre-loved items, wares, and give these to new homes who will enjoy them as well, and which, as we well know, is excellent for the environment and as well as for our pockets. Now, what is great about them is actually a few things, but I really wanted to focus on their casual tone of voice. Now, the casual voice here really works and connects you with the place and connects you with the owner and the team members here. So here you can see AOP, which is obviously much more local tone of voice than I'd be able to pull off. But you can also, so you've kind of got, that local tone of voice here in the language that's used. Then you've got the personal approach, which is the team member, and then you've got that mixed with them holding it up in the actual store, which again links you back to this, which is Bradford. You feel very local, it feels very part of it. So they've then got that personal atmosphere. Now, a personal atmosphere plus then a sales post, which kind of is a sales post, but it doesn't feel like one because it all works together to draw you in. So, you've kind of got this is how much things are, this is what we've got left, these are all the sizes, and then you can zoom and you can show all the different items that are there. Now, what this does is it makes you realise that being all corporate and super branded simply doesn't work for a business like this, because it's all about attracting a certain type of vintage loving customer who lives in the local area into their store. So stay authentic on social media where you can, and true to your roots, as people much prefer the human element when it comes to tone of voice on social. Now, if I was Mean Old Scene, I might want to look at what my nearest competitor was doing, so maybe another vintage store in another city or even one in my local area. So I would go into the maybe dashboard, and then here you can actually change who your competitor is. Now you get one competitor for free forever. So I might look at vintage and just see what pops up. There you go. Unique vintage. Now this could be anywhere, but let's give them a go. And then what this does is this compares, this would compare me, this was Mean Old Scene, to another vintage shop. So this would be this would be my best post versus their best post. Again, just giving you a bit of inspiration, what's working, what's not. I can even go in and see their ads if I want to. I can see how often they're posting, when they're posting, where they're posting. I can see their stats versus my stats. I can see what's working for them. You can look at how much their engagement rate is going up and down. Why did it go down here? Why is it up here versus your own? You can look at their most used hashtags. You can look at how people feel about them versus how people feel about you. You can look at who's got influence in their conversation. Is it artists? Is it other vintage lovers? Is it journalists? Who is it? And then why do you not have the same ones? Is it ones that you could share, for example? And then it's looking at what people are saying about you versus what people are saying about them. Try and get a bit of an understanding over whether your messaging is hitting versus theirs. And then you can look at ad spend as well. Now, as always, if you get any questions whatsoever on the platform, drop a little message in the little blue button. We love to help.